Welcome to the Catsup. We're going to catch up on fun facts about Disney in general. Just anything you may not have known, we're going to cover. Like, first and foremost, Mickey's name backwards is Yicked, which is crazy. It took me a while to figure that out. It's an old Latin word meaning rat face. Because Walt Disney himself wanted to create a character for the common man, and he was like, I want those rat-faced common people to have a character they can relate to for their disgusting rat-faced kids. So, hence, Mickey was born. But the reason it was Mickey is because apparently... Oh, shut up. Walt Disney was dyslexic, so he wound up spelling Mickey as Mickey, not Yicked. So that was interesting. What else? Aladdin. This was before when what's his name? This is not turning out well. Another fun fact about Disney: Walt Disney originally thought up of the idea of Aladdin. In his original concept, he really wanted to focus on Aladdin's third testicle, which was very strange for some of the writers. They just didn't like it, but what happened was they wanted to focus on the ghost that was residing inside his, or that possessed his third testicle, and when he would rub it, the ghost would come out and would grant him wishes. Again, a lot of the writers didn't like this, and it took a while until, again, unfortunately, Walt Disney had died, and the writers decided to release Aladdin, but with its new, more PG route, which, I don't know, I think kids' cartoons need to be a little more edgy, but it's pretty interesting. Walt Disney's last name is not Disney. It's actually Micucci, actually. It's like Italian or something. But a lot of the investors didn't like the idea of the new theme park known as Disneyland now, called, because his middle name was Munchima Cucci Land, and it took a while. It actually took a doctor's appointment. He had some problems, some knee problems, and the doctor's like, what's up? And he's like, these. And then it was like a eureka moment. I was like, he went, oh, Disney's. That sounds way better than Munchima Cucci. Again, unfortunately, Walt Disney was dyslexic, so he missed the part, and he just went Disney instead of Disney's. He spelled Disney instead. But now we have Disneyland, and, you know, either or. I mean, if it was Munchima Cucci Land or Disney's, I mean, either way, I'm sure the theme park would have just been magical. What else? Baloo, or not Baloo, is it Baloo? The Jungle Book. His original name wasn't that. He wanted to get, Walt Disney wanted to keep a lot of things real and authentic. And originally, most of the people in the movie referred to him as the little brown Mexican-looking boy. Again, we know he wasn't Mexican, and Walt knew this too. But he wanted, again, to keep it a real vibe, what most people around that time would probably have called him. So they went with that. They dropped that little Mexican-looking boy and went with Baloo. Very, very a wise choice, I would say. What else? Here's another fun fact about Disney. Club 33 is not the only secluded club. There's an even more secluded club than Club 33 in Disneyland. The only way to get into that club is very hard. Actually, it's not really known how to do that. You have to be hand-selected. And when you're hand-selected, your initiation is you have to sacrifice a virgin to Cthulhu, drink the tears of a newborn child, I believe, eat a bunch of cotton candy and ride Space Mountain like 6 times, which is like really hard to do if you've ever done that. So it's crazy. I don't know how anyone joins. The name of the club cannot be pronounced by human tongue. But from what I hear, it's an awesome club. After you do all that, you get to drink or suckle on the warm nipple and take of the rich milk of life of Walt Disney himself. He still lives through some kind of black magic that no one really knows of. That's why most of his movies involve magic, because that was most of his interest is black magic and immortality. They say he's frozen somewhere, but no, he is quite alive, and a lot of people are trying to get into that mystery club. That how do I pronounce it? Again, I can't be pronounced by human tongue, but I'm gonna try it. It's like I don't know. I can't do it. They say the language you'd have to speak in tongues to possibly pronounce it, but I don't know. It seems rather hard to do.
Hello, Mickey. 12.
I don't know what's happening here.
Look in the museum on Mean Street, and I will tell you more about the 12 spirits.
Here's another fun fact. Oswald was not called Oswald. He was... well, he was called Oswald, but it was Oswald the Retarded Rabbit. It was again another representation of, as Walt Disney called it, the average man. And he figured Oswald the Retarded Rabbit would be a great representation of everyday people. But after a while, not many people grew to like Oswald the Retarded Rabbit. Most of his adventures involved, wiping drool off his face and, trying to hump like cats. Here's another fun fact. Walt Disney's favorite food was actually dirt. Here's another fun fact. When The Little Mermaid was first thought up of, this was before, again, after Walt Disney had passed, unfortunately. Well, passed, quote, air quotes, because his immortalness from, being a part of the Illuminati, that is another thing, but I dare not go over that, because anyone who speaks of that will call upon the wrath of the Illuminati and Cthulhu, and no one wants that. But anyways, when the original idea for not Pocahontas, sorry, they're all the same movie to me, Little Mermaid came out, he wanted, again, Disney really liked raw grittiness. He wanted his mermaids to look like mermaids, so he wanted them just bare-chested, like, just boobs hanging out, but unfortunately, again, the writers didn't like that, so they wanted to keep it on the back burner for a while. But he wanted that grittiness to it. That's why you see so many fallacies? How do you fella? Anyways, in the background, there was just the artist's homage to Disney, because he originally wanted that, but he wanted just real ones, real throbbing, veiny ones, but they just casually put them in the background. Here's another interesting fact about Disney. They bought Pixar because of their movie that really stood out to them was Toy Story. Because the original plot of Toy Story was people throughout the generations living in that house where the young boy lived and dying over time. And what happens is their ghostly spirits would haunt the toys, sort of like American Horror Story. And their only way of escaping their constant torture is to, I guess, lull the child into a false sense of security and to slowly eat his soul. But yeah, it was very interesting. It's a lot of the idea of American Horror Story. It's essentially what Toy Story was supposed to be. I mean, the names are obviously similar for various reasons. So another very, very unique and interesting fun fact about Disney. Here's another fun fact. Hitler was actually a really big fan of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse and all that. And he actually pitched the original idea of It's a Small World After All. The name was actually called It's a Führer's World After All. Walt Disney really liked the idea of it. And after talking to Mickey Mouse again this for in his head, Walt Disney was a little messed up in the head. He believed Mickey Mouse was actually real. People would see him talk to films or cartoons of Mickey. It was very odd. But anyways, he liked the idea, but instead of It's a Führer's World after all, he went with It's a Small World after all and added multicultural kids. I mean, the original concept was just a bunch of little blonde-haired kids, and it was just as bad as It's a Small World, but you know, because Hitler, it was a little worse. After a while, Walt Disney, you know, he wasn't a big fan of the whole Hitler thing, so he wind up developing, you know, anti-Hitler cartoons, and for all good reason. It was, I believe it's the wisest choice to do something like that. So here's another fun fact. Walt Disney was into weird butt stuff. Doesn't really cover as to what weird butt stuff he was into, but apparently he was very into just very weird butt stuff. Again, not much is covered. Something with food. He liked eating food out of buttholes, I think. I'm not sure. This information is very vague on this, but yep, Walt Disney was into weird butt stuff. Here's another fun fact. Walt Disney had not 2 or 3, but 4 testicles. It was astonishing. Most doctors were just baffled by his pure, you know, raw manliness. He needed the 4 to excrete his manhoodishness. He would at times call his crotchal region the happiest place on earth, for reasons that I don't wish to delve into. Here's another fun fact. Walt Disney commissioned a cartoon during World War II where Mickey just straight up murders Hitler. Like, just stabs him and then, like, shanks his throat, like, just opens him up. And, like, just does weird, kinky stuff to his body. Like, eats his, like, kidneys and stuff. Just really awkward stuff. There was only 1 copy, and that was given to Hitler himself. Unfortunately, Hitler, for understandable reasons, had, you know, destroyed that only copy. Which is a shame, because it's a part of history that will never be seen by anyone. So, if anyone has a copy, I would love to see that, but I'm pretty sure Hitler, you know, destroyed that. But who knows, maybe there's somebody out there who has a copy of Mickey straight up murderizing Hitler. So if you liked any of these fun facts, feel free to subscribe. I kinda need it. I kinda want it. I kinda need it. Anyways, I need it. If you can, feel free to subscribe, like, and do all the other things that everyone else tells you to do that, you know. Yeah. What am I doing with my life? My mom was right, I'm a failure. She was right. She should have got the abortion and just let me I should just end it. I should just... What's the point? What's the point in all this? I just want one good thing. My life to work.
Look, there's a leaking pipe behind.
Shut up, Petey.
See? Go.
Shut up. You're the small Petey. No one loves you. No one loves you like the big Petey, like Petey, like your older brother, because he's successful and he has a wife who loves him and a stable job. I'm like, what do you got? What you got? Nothing, small Petey. You just stay in your hole all day, doing stupid Let's Plays and drawing. You should just end it, Petey. Small Petey. You're not like the big Petey. Your Petey mom doesn't love you. Just end it and just.